Boxing news. I'm here with WBC champion of the world, Jose Ramirez. Jose, how's everything?
Everything's good, man. Very excited for this fight.
What a trip. You did Texas yesterday. You're back in New York for the Triple G Steve Rolls fight. Before we talk about your fight, what's your predictions for this fight tonight?
I believe Triple G should be very superior on this fight. But after Andy Ruiz, you can't be surprised anymore. There's upsets in the future.
Before the fight was officially announced, did you really believe this fight was actually a realistic possibility, knowing the promotional, like, you're on one side of the promotional, he's in another side? Like, what was your first reaction towards that?
Well, it was pretty much Top Ranks to make the decision to make this fight happen or not, because the only way it was gonna happen if it was gonna go in Eddie Hearn's promotional, and on his backyard, which is in Arlington, Texas. So Top Rank knew I wanted the fight. They believed in me, and they gave me the opportunity to do so. And that was the only way to make the fight happen.
Knowing Bob Arum, he has a settle to score. When Hooker went in the ESPN platform, he beat Cicero. So I know he's relying on you to make it even, 1-1. So is that more pressure coming into this fight, Bob?
No, I don't think Bob is doing it for that reason. But I think Bob just wants to make the best fights happen. And I think he believes in me and to do very well in the 140-pound division. So I'm excited for this fight. I owe it to myself. So as a kid, I dreamed to not just becoming an Olympian, but to become a world champion. And now, the older I get, the more opportunities I see, and it's a huge thing to be undisputed now. So beating Maurice Hooker, I'm one step closer to that goal. Of being undisputed at 140.
What's the ultimate goal for you after this fight? If you win this fight, you're WBO, WBC. Is the goal to be undisputed? Is the goal to fight winner of Prograis, Taylor? Like, what's the ultimate goal for you?
Well, yeah, the winner of that World Series of Boxing will have 2 belts. So in order for me to be undisputed, I will have to face the winner of that. But yeah, that's the ultimate goal for the 140-pound division. But my career doesn't stop there. My career doesn't stop after this fight. My career doesn't stop after they're beating everybody at 140. I still have a good solid 9 years ahead of me in boxing. So. I feel like I'm reaching my prime, but I'm still not in my prime. I'm only 26 years old, but I believe I'm matured myself enough to give the boxing fans and give myself a strong, solid 4 years of boxing, and then from there we'll see where the career goes. But now more fighters are they go all the way to 36 years old, 38 years old. I mean, look at Pacquiao. He's 40 years old and is still out there, And so if I take care of myself, which I am a guy that is very disciplined outside of the ring, and I feel like I still have a long journey ahead of me.
Key word you mentioned, longevity. You talked about 9 years. Thus far, maybe right now, maybe yesterday, weeks ago, have you contemplated 147 in your head?
Yeah, of course. That's the next division out there, and I think my body will develop soon to where, I feel comfortable making that step to 147. And there's a lot of big fights at 147. There's a lot of names at 147. I think the fans, the boxing fans, the overall boxing fans, they know more of the 147 pounders of their names. Not so much that they might be better fighters, but the names are at 147. And it's thanks to guys like Pacquiao, it's thanks to guys like Mayweather that gave some of these 147 pounders a better position because they got to face them. I feel like Marquez and some of the 140 pounders, they retired when the prospects when we were prospects, right? So I feel like since Crawford, there hasn't been another 140. So, but at the end of the day, the talent's there at 140, and the fans should be very happy that since Crawford led the 4 titles, it's not even been 2 years where you might already see a undisputed champion within the next 6 months.
Lastly, tell your fans where they can follow you leading up to the fight. Social media.
Yeah, you guys could go ahead and follow me at Jason Ramirez 2012 on Instagram. You can follow me at my boxing page on Twitter at Ramirez Boxing and at Facebook Jose Ramirez Boxing.
There you go. Gustavo Neri, AB Boxing News, WBC Championship of the World, Jose Ramirez.